Grace and peace, family. Grace and peace. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. My hotep. Namaste. Free the land, beloved. Come on in, come on in, come on in. My name is Vicki Dillard, and I'm pleased to be a contributor here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com. I'm your sister with the curly braids, and I'm so grateful that you have joined us today. Thank you so much for your patience. We had some technical issues, but we are here nonetheless. Somebody talk black to me. As you come in, beloved, please come in giving us the thumbs up, thumbs up. Be sure to like, be sure to share. You can text the word Queens to 31996 so that you're able to receive phone notifications when folks from the network goes live from time to time. Make sure everybody is subscribed to Fly Nubian Queen and make sure that you hit receive all notifications. Would you do that, family? Dear family, thank you so much for your patience. Y'all, look, I done got a new device and the Mac computer some kind of way connected. The technical stuff was messing up and just a bunch of stuff, y'all. I was this close from having to contact my people to say I may not be able to go live today, but we're going to make it do what it do. Somebody talk black to me. Are y'all hearing me today? On the count of three, for those of you that haven't, please hit that thumbs up button and share, share, share. Are you ready? On the count of three, I want you to hit the thumbs up button and I want you to share the broadcast. Let everybody know that our Black Primetime show, the Vicki Show, is on and we want them to tune in. How many of you all know that a lot of times, unfortunately, our shows are not properly represented. It's not properly advertised. And they don't often alert folks, especially for the Vicki Show. Somebody talk black to me like they should. So when you intentionally and deliberately come in and give us a big thumbs up, and share, you make it more likely that other folks will know that we're here. And we so appreciate that. How many of you all know that we have been trending big time? And I'm talking about beyond even social media. Somebody talk black to me. We are taking over, beloved, bit by bit, little bit by little bit on multi-digital platforms. Are y'all hearing me today? And I couldn't be prouder. So on the count of three, family, as you come in, I want you to hit the thumbs up button on the count of three. And then I want you to share, 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 share. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thank you for your badge, Just Pretty. Thank you for supporting my Instagram page. Your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. By the way, Instagram, you have a website that's pinned in my Instagram page. I want you to go there and register for Sunday for my exclusive webinar with Brother Rissa Islam. You all know that he's one of the top voices on the global plague. We've got to tell you some information that they don't want you to know. And it's based on information. It's based on scientific data. And it's based on alternative information that they don't want you to hear. We're going to tell you more about how we can be a global force to be reckoned with and how we can make an impact for such a time as this. Go to unpurposewithvicky.com. Unpurposewithvicky.com. Thank you so, so very much, Texas. What is that? Texipian? Thank you. Your gifts are blessed 1,000-fold. Now, family, let's get ready to get into this thing. Y'all got to help me today because y'all know I'm not the #1 tech person in the world. Talk black to me. I need assistance. So anyway, family, let's get ready to get into our topic today. I want us to briefly discuss what I can consider to be a very important story. Now, you all know that when my story hit the main search engine under MSN News, that's an online platform, and we were trending at the top under politics, y'all talk black to me, y'all was blowing me up. One of y'all sent me a message and said when they saw the Vicki show come up, the show that they highlighted was the one that I was giving Michelle Obama that work when she was trying to tell us, trying to mobilize 1 million new people. And that was on another platform that I was on. But y'all, we were in the main search engine. Somebody say shout out to the somebody say shout out to our Black Primetime show, the Vicki show. One of the sisters messaged me and she said when she saw y'all was sending me the screenshots of your computers and everything to let us know how we were trending at the top online, not just on social media, family. And so y'all were sending me screenshots and all kind of stuff. And the sister said, when she saw me, she said to herself, we in there. She said, we in there. That made my heart almost cry because she knows that this is not just about Vicki. We are the Vicki show. This is about those who are actually speaking about our substantive issues. I know some of you that listen to me think I'm too much, and I'm a lot. God, today. And I don't plan on being not a lot. I don't believe in little itty bittiness. God, today. I understand that I'm more than what meets the eye. I'm a multi-dimensional being, and we have power and vibration and frequency beyond just a 3D realm. What do I look like just being a little part of myself? But I'm saying all that to simply say to you, don't be offended. Focus on those things that we have in common. Focus on those things that I speak to that has to do with Black empowerment, Black inspiration, and Black information, and then settle on the best part. Talk Black to me. Stuns, your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. I said settle on the best part. Everybody on Instagram, please make sure that you're sharing this broadcast with at least 5 other people. Tag 5 other people, family, on Instagram. I don't care if it's MSNBC. I don't care if it's Fox News. Talk Black to me. Quit acting. Y'all send it to the shade room. Send it to all these Black bloggers. Don't be tiptoeing around the Vicki show. Some of y'all feel real comfortable sending me other people's stuff, but then you want to take your time and decide whether or not you're going to send them the Vicki show stuff. Don't you understand that we're the new world rulers? Don't you understand that what we're talking about over here is what the world ought to be talking about? Don't you understand that it is because of the mistreatment of Black folk that the world is in the condition that it's in? I contend, and I have said this for years, that everything that's wrong in the whole wide world is wrong because of the mistreatment of God's people. Everything, I don't care what it is, the economy, politics, education, religion, the weather. If you want harmony and balance in the globe on the planet, family, you've got to make it right with us because we're interconnected. Thank you all for your sweet, kind compliments. Now, let me say this before I get into our topic today, because guess what we're going to talk about? Y'all told us that we got a whole bunch of allies. Y'all told Black folks that y'all told us that we're minorities, and y'all told us that everybody else that's not white has gone through hell like Black folks. I'm trying to let you know today, I'm here to disabuse you of that lie. Don't come in here trying to tell me the 1 or 2 rare exceptions to Black unity for that 1 or 2 other minority folk that you know that might fit that description. It has always been my nature to automatically include other people. I was raised that way. But when you wake up and smell the begonias, somebody say you got to smell them begonias. When you wake up and smell the begonias, you got to stop lying. I don't want no religious folks up in here talking about how we're all really Black and all of our Black roots. Family, I know that slowness. You don't need to come to me and give Vicki no history lesson. I am history. I am history. I don't need you to educate me on stuff like that. You need to take your funny looking self to the so-called people you call brown, Hispanic, Latin, Latinx, and whatever other appellations that they choose to use, labels rather that they choose to use. You need to ask them why do so many on their official U.S. government paperwork identify as being white. You need to take your funny looking self over there and ask them why they don't have full-throated backing of Black people. Why they're not advocating for reparations for us before they're advocating for their illegal felons to come over here and get status and be able to vote. You should feel real crunchy. We used to say that back in the day. You ought to feel real crunchy. And you ought to feel like that you got a hell of a nerve coming over here to the country that we built on our black blood. And sit up here and talk about that your illegals need to be able to have a right to vote and get all kind of benefits. If you ain't talking about black folks ought to get reparations first, the question is not what's wrong with us and whether or not we're being divisive. You're divisive. I'm your mama. I love brown people, so-called brown people, yellow people, and white people and stuff. Three of y'all. God, today. But I love you enough to be your mama to rebuke you and to criticize you. And there is no more qualified individual to do it than the original woman that you're looking at. You better come again trying to come over here and try to tell me how we all the black men and stuff. I'm saying if that's the case, you better act like it. I love my black Muslim family and stuff like that. Y'all love to come to tell me about the original man. Of course, I know that. I was under those teachings for a long time. But your brown-faced brothers and sisters better come correct and chop your community. You're in the valley of decision. Don't you come over here telling me that because I'm questioning you about your allegiance, I'm the one that's being divisive. When y'all voted for Trump outrageously, and you done butt in line, why aren't you advocating that black folks get reparations? Talk black to me. Now, why am I bringing this up? Because we're getting ready to get in the conversation today. Guess what just happened? Guess what just happened? Y'all know that now that Kamala Harris and them basically fired their linebacker, Simone Sanders. And now that Simone got another show coming up here on MSNBC, all Simone wanted to do was to be seen. She wanted all her juiciness, all her linebackage, all of the linebacker body. And I'm not trying to be funny. Y'all know, anytime a black woman put her life on the line for a white supremacist, I'm going to give you this everlasting work until you back down. Thank you for putting them appropriate footballs in the chat. Talk black to me. The Vicki Show moderators highlighted in blue are the best. They know when to put footballs in the chat. Watch this. Now, let me help y'all. Let me help you real quick. All Simone wanted to do was to be seen. She foolishly thought that Joe Biden was going to make her the face of the White House by being the next press secretary. By dogging and spitting in black folks' face during the campaign, she thought that her just biscuit, her just bones, somebody put some bones in the chat, was going to be the face of the White House as the press secretary. We told her, we prophesied to her, we foretold her in advance that would never happen. They see you as a political bad wench. Your master is just tickling you, girl. You got a lot of body to tickle. You excited and tickled. You just tickled. They tickling you. It's a linebacker tickle. They tickle their linebackers. We knew there was no way ever on no day that they was fixing to make you the face of the whole United States of America. Girls, are you crazy? Talk black to me. Everybody hit that thumbs up button. Share, 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 share. You chose to make a fool of yourself. We tried to prevent you from making a fool of yourself, but you didn't want to. You decided to tell black men to shut up instead. To disrespect them and us. Thank you, Sajda. That was a tackle tickle. Talk black to me. That was the TT. Was that tackle tickle? Got that tackle tickle, and girl thought that it was finna turn out to be something. They was playing with you. That's what I mean when I say they was tickling you. When you tickling a little baby, you just trying to make that baby happy for about 5 minutes, 5 seconds. Oh, coochie, 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 coochie. And the baby's screaming for about 2-3 seconds, and that's it. That's your reward. But I'm getting ready to talk about a Hispanic lawmaker refuses to meet with Kamala Harris's new Black communications director. And y'all are going to be shocked why that Hispanic lawmaker is dissing Kamala Harris. Now, y'all know I'm not going to sit up here and defend Kamala's funny looking self, because she ain't really one of us no way, by her own behavior and admission. For those of you that's new, that got in on the back end when Kamala was trying to really act like she was Black, you're new. Look at all of my previous body of work to get caught up. Talk Black to me. You don't come over here question the new Black media and the Black grassroots about whether or not we tell the truth. You better ask your lying Joe Biden what's up with the Black folks that put him in office and he told y'all he was going to have y'all's back. You don't come over here questioning us. You need to get answers from the government before you come over here trying to check us about our rightness. Talk Black to me. But I digress. Thumbs up, thumbs up. We're going to get into that in a minute. For those of you that bought the calendar, the angel calendar, thank you so much for your patience. Some of you have emailed the staff, I'm told, because you all know that's not my product alone. I did it in collaboration with the network. I wrote out every single thing. I did every scripture. I did every thought on my own for every month. But I did a collaboration with making the product with the network. So I've been hearing that many of you have been emailing them, family. They should have already emailed you now. If you don't see the email in your spam, just know the message is it's coming. There were multiple delays with the printer, and because of the global pandemic, that delayed stuff. And it has been a long delay, and we apologize for that. Some of you even messaged talking about, that's why I don't like to do business with Black people. Then don't do it no more. And don't do business with white America either, that keeps screwing you over, but they do it on purpose. Now, I appreciate you. I made sure that there were posts, because I was talking to the staff. I said, look, let's go crazy, and giving them double messages if we need to. I posted on my personal platforms. I talked to them, and they made posts on the community page on Fly Nubian Queen, as well as, I believe, Your Black World. This is taking longer. I don't play about my customer services and clients. But when there's something that's beyond our control, then all I can do is come to you to tell you what's really happening. Thank you for your patience. They're going to include also a discount if you choose to get anything from the store, a 30% discount for your patience. We appreciate that. But no, I'm giving you as much communication as possible. And if you know others, give them this message. But you don't have to message me and say, well, I didn't get the email. I don't listen. I'm telling you now in person because I love you and I owe you that as a consumer, as a client. But when our hands are tied and things are beyond our control, I'm supposed to tell you that. But we have been assured that they're coming soon, and you should be able to get information, shipping information in the upcoming days. I am intentionally being vague about that date because if I give you a date, some of you might start emailing again saying I didn't get it by that time. But because the goalposts are being changed by other folks other than us, it's my job to make sure I'm properly communicating with you. So thank you for that. Those of you that went to VickiCalendar.com, I cut it off once they sold out. But there were delays concerning the pandemic, concerning the printer that had to do with the third-party person that prints the calendars. So we thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now watch this. Let's get on into this. Instagram, I want you to get ready to come on over to FlyNubianQueenTV.com because I want to use this device to read to you what this Hispanic lawmaker just did. He just humiliated Kamala Harris. Now, I hope everybody has hit that thumbs up button and shared. One more time on the count of three. Everybody share, share, share. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share, 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 share. Watch this. Share, share, share. Now, y'all know this is what scares them about shows like us, shows like the Vicki Show. They don't want us talking politics or political strategy. And yes, what we're advocating is a political strategy. Us pressuring the Democrats, Us letting the Democrats know that if you do not have a pro-Black agenda, we're not going to vote for you. Us saying that we need to start to operate as a nation within a nation. Some circles of our people, and Minister Farrakhan told us this a long time ago, and there were many others that are actually starting Black political parties. It's actually coming to pass. Shout out to Dr. Claude Anderson and others that have been advocating this and working towards that. There's actual movement on manifesting these things. So don't sit up here and say that because we don't have every single thing together, that us demanding that they do something specifically for Black folks as an economic policy just for us, that we're asinine to make that demand or we won't vote. That is a strategy. And you're playing dumb or you're completely ignorant of warfare if you don't understand how that can be effective. Somebody say the pressure. Somebody say the pressure. What you're not going to do is to pretend like all the stuff that y'all been doing has worked. And how are we sitting here saying that if they don't allow us to vote, then we're powerless? That means we have no power if we're waiting for the oppressive class to grant us power. Do you realize how stupid and dumb we look, family, when we say if they don't allow us to vote? When you make Black folks think that their vote is their only real power, and you've got folks obstructing that or not honoring that, you're calling us powerless. You got me messed up, slowness. Just sit back and learn something. Talk Black to me. All right, Instagram, I'm getting ready to use this device. Instagram, come on over to Fly Nubian Queen YouTube. You can access us there live, or you can come to FlyNubianQueenTV.com. Instagram, please come on over to Fly Nubian Queen YouTube or FlyNubianQueenTV.com. You can access us live either way. Make sure, everybody, in the meantime, that you go to my website at www.onpurposewithvicky.com. I'm sorry, On Purpose with Vicki. I'm tripping. Let me thank my people. Thank you so much. Let me post this real quick. We've got so much going on, family. And I am so incredibly proud of us. But if you have not gone to onpurposewithvicky.com, that's onpurposewithvicky.com, the link will be in the chat. Go there and get your seats. It's only a few days away. Myself and Brother Rizza Islam, we're doing another 911 Underground conversation where we're going to give you more information that we believe you need to know concerning the global plague. We're going to give you practical information again of stuff that you need to be doing. We believe you need to be doing based on professionals and based on science to protect yourself, as well as know what we can do to continue to be a global force. That's onpurposewithvicky.com. Onpurposewithvicky.com. Go to the store and get your seat. Talk Black to me. Onpurposewithvicky.com. Now watch this. Let me get this up real quick, family, so we can talk about how, once again, the Democrats are complete losers. Did y'all hear what I said? As I've said before, we are the sweetest, kindest, most empathetic and sympathetic people on the planet. Black people are. It's because of us, dear family, that immigrants during the Jim Crow era got favorable laws passed for them. Did you all know that? We were barely given the right to vote for 2 seconds. And we were sitting here concerned about other minority groups. Talk black to me. Did you all hear what I said? We have always been about supporting other people and putting ourselves last. But we're waking up and smelling the begonias because we realize that we've been screwed over, we've been humiliated, and the other groups ended up collaborating with our open enemy in the oppressive class, and they left us behind. We still sick and dying and limping and poor and broke, but we still putting other people in front of us. Somebody say, but it's a new day. Somebody say, it's a new day. It's a brand new day. And if some of you all have a problem with me telling the truth about other minority groups, notice I'm calling the other groups minorities because black folks, we're not minority. Don't put us in minority. Don't ball us up and amalgamate us and mix us in and remix us with somebody and something else. That's the reason why we keep being screwed over, because y'all let everybody else eat off of us. This is my warning, my respectful motherly warning to everybody that comes to this country. It's time to show some respect to your mother and father. It's time for us to start to check you with all due respect. You're not finna hide and nothing is required of you while black folks are still catching hell and you getting all kind of benefits. I'm posting this now, family. Now I'm done posting. Y'all know I'm live and direct. I had to do a bunch of stuff all at one time. You better tell them, Jackson said, so your days will be long on the earth. And that's all I'm saying. I'm trying to save your life. Talk black to me. And some of you are uncomfortable. Vicki saying that. Yes, I'm saying that slowness. I'm not a liar. Now let me get on into it. What's this headline say, family? Thank you all for your patience. Thank you all for your patience. What does this headline say? What does this headline say right here? Y'all know I cross-sourced this with several other sources. This wasn't the first ones that popped up on my phone. I'm trying to get used to this device, y'all. Talk black to me. Got to level it up, chat. What does this headline say? That black man right there is Kamala Harris's new communications director. I'm going to give you the details. Mr. Simmons, y'all are familiar with him. For those of you that watch the news, some of you may not be. I'll bring you up to speed. But he's a familiar face in the political circles. He's the one that took the place of the former linebacker. Do you understand? Now, let me tell you something. Let me say this. This headline, family, says Hispanic Caucus Democrat. Did I say Republican? Did I say Republican, family? I'm telling y'all, them Democrats, y'all ain't no difference than the white supremacist Republicans. Hispanic Caucus Democrat. Vicki ain't lying. Look at his funny looking self. Watch this. And we trying to let Kamala's funny looking self, Joe Biden, the black congressional caucus, and all you funny bones and biscuits that was sitting up here trying to tell us to vote for this white supremacist zaddy who promised us nothing. Look what your Hispanic Caucus Democrat refuses to meet with Kamala Harris's new communications director after his old tweets emerged slamming undocumented migrants. Guess what the brother said? And I want some of my Hispanic brothers and sisters to hear me in love, but you better watch yourself. With all due respect. What does it say? Representative Lou Carrera of California. Y'all so-called liberals. Y'all, I want y'all to tag his funny looking self. And I want y'all to tag the Congressional Black Caucus. I want y'all to tag the Black Congressional Caucus and anybody else that you know is important. Representative Lou Carrera, Correa, of California, told The Hill on Tuesday that he would not join fellow members of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus, that's the CHC. Do y'all hear me? While you got the Black Congressional Caucus sitting up here standing for gays and other Hispanics, you got the Hispanic Caucus standing for Hispanic people only. It's only you funny looking Negroes that don't know how to be on code. Lou Carrera, he said he would not join fellow members of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus in speaking with Harris's new communications director, Jamal Simmons, face-to-face via teleconference. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to say this with respect, but y'all got us messed up. You all are the ones that's causing division. You're causing division with us, and we shed our blood for you to come over here and trample on Black folks. Yes, your sister with the curly braids with all this pink on today. Pink lipstick, pink shirt, pink nails, pink. You finna get this work. It was reported earlier this week that Simmons, that's the Black man, the new communications director for Kamala, is meeting with the group on Thursday to hear their concerns about old posts on Twitter that surfaced this month, where Simmons called for illegal immigrants to be rounded up by Immigration and Customs Enforcement, which is ICE. Family. Can I show you the tweet the brother put out? Y'all know I'm gonna have the receipts. Here's the tweet that the Hispanic so-called lawmaker. I thought lawmakers believe in people abiding by the law. I'm gonna need somebody to help talk Black to me today. I thought that lawmakers believed in people following the law. This lawmaker is mad because this brother Jamal Simmons, this is a tweet he put out in 2010, y'all. What's the year today, family? What year is it? Somebody tell me what year it is, because I'm confused. What is the difference between 2020 and 2010? Approximately how many years is that? I got to make sure I get my math right. How many years ago that's been, family? Thank you. Let me turn this tweet. Look at the tweet Jamal Simmons wrote November 29th, 2010. Y'all ready? Read the tweet that he wrote that the lawmaker is mad about. Jamal Simmons, a dozen years ago, accurately, somebody say accurately, rightly, correctly, properly tweeted this black man. He said, just saw two undocumented folks talking on MSNBC. One law student, the other a protester. Can someone explain why ICE is not picking them up? Since we supposed to be law-abiding lawmakers, what's wrong with him saying, why is it that illegals who break the law feel comfortable coming on TV, showing their face? What was wrong with the black man saying, why are these illegals on TV? And why is it that ICE isn't picking up people that are admitted and publicly? They're trying to be movie stars. They trying to be MSNBC. They trying to get Joy Job today. What was wrong with the black man asking the question, why is it that these illegals are publicly on TV, but ICE don't know where to pick up folk? Somebody help me understand what was wrong with that. You got black folks in the meanwhile locked up, and we shouldn't be locked up for nothing. Y'all hit that thumbs up button, please, and share, share, share. No black person in America really should be behind bars. Yes, I said it, and yes, I mean it. I say it because we have been undone. We have been made other than ourselves. We have been destroyed after building this country. So black folks don't need prison or jail. We need reformation. We need to get away from our open enemy so that we can cure and heal and recoup ourselves. You can lock everybody else up. That can be the cure for everybody else. That's the medicine for them, but it's not for us. This so-called lawmaker, I need y'all to tag his funny looking self. Where's funny looking self at? Let me go to my Instagram page. This lawmaker right here, Carrera, I need y'all, family, to tag him and say, excuse me, Lou Carrera, Lou, Loucurrea. I'm trying to pull up another less scary picture. God, today. Don't tell me I ain't looking out for you. Let me go to these images. Well, this one ain't no better, but it is what it is. Got his hands open. Let me switch pictures. Y'all need to be tagging him and saying, aren't you a lawmaker? Don't you believe in law-abiding citizens? Is this Lou Carrera out there advocating that black folks who founded the country? Is he advocating that black folks that broke the law be released from prison now, no questions asked? But this fool out here saying that illegals who got their face on TV, they out there flaunting their illegality on MSNBC, bragging about the fact that they illegals. The brother just wanted to know, why is it that ICE wasn't picking them up when they are publicly flouting their illegality, their felony activity? The only group of people you ought to be saying, no charges, let them out, are black people. Foundational blacks and native blacks. Where is Mr. Lou? Is he advocating that any black person that violated any law is released? That's all I want to hear from y'all. And why is it that this Lou Carrera has the courage to do for his community that some of them just got here? He has the courage to do and make demands for his community that your black folks don't have the courage to do. You got black folks that's openly advocating against why we should get reparations, and you got whole Hispanic lawmakers out here talking about illegal felons need to be able to vote and need to be allowed to violate the law and get benefits. No, the black man wasn't wrong to ask why them illegals are on TV. The only ones that you ought to be asking and advocating for is the black man and the black woman who built this country. So Lou Carrera, let me keep reading. Look, y'all. He ain't mad because the man made fun of Hispanics. The brother did not call them out of their name or refer to them as some ugly epithet. He rightly asked, why isn't ICE picking them up? More of us gonna start to ask that question. Get back to the article. What else here? The black man asked a reasonable question. Just saw two undocumented folks talking on MSNBC. One law student, the other a protester. Can someone explain why ICE is not picking them up? That's a good question. Simmons, the black man, this Hispanic man and the Hispanic people, some of them, pulled up old tweets from this black man from 12 years ago, approximately. Watch this. And demanded the brother be held accountable. The article goes on to say that Simmons is scheduled to meet with the Congressional House Democrats on Thursday after they expressed concerns about tweets from November 2010. And one, Simmons reacted to an MSNBC interview with two undocumented immigrants. I already read that one to you, right? Keep listening. In a subsequent tweet, Simmons wrote, "I'll try this again. Just saw two undocumented folks talking on MSNBC and have serious legal question. Why wouldn't ICE pick them up? The deep concern to me is that this may show his true..." Now, this is what the Hispanic people are saying. The Hispanic people that's mad at this black man from a tweet from 12 years ago that was totally righteous. Listen to what your Hispanic lawmakers just said. They said the deep concern to me, Carrera that is that this may show his true disposition when it comes to immigration. Yeah, fool, it shows our truth. What you talking about? It may show his true intentions. Yes, you violated the law. You broke the law. The only people that ought not to do time for breaking the law is black people. If you're going to advocate, it's not for the people that didn't build the country. Can y'all see me today? I'm seeing flipping and stuff going on my computer. Remember, I was having technical issues. One of my mods, please let me know if y'all can see me okay. All of a sudden, my numbers blanked out. Okay, somebody just texted me and said yes. Okay, thank you. Let me keep going. Watch this. Awesome. Y'all can see me and hear me. Okay, good, because my numbers just blanked out. Watch this. The white Hispanic man, the very likely white Hispanic representative said, the deep concern to me is this may show his true disposition when it comes to immigration. That's what my concern is. Listen to what his arrogant self said. A meeting is not going to change my mind or give me peace of mind one way or the other. If that Hispanic lawmaker was in front of me right now, I would sling these curly braids in your face and in Roland's face. Y'all got some nerve. And y'all know I'm not about to sit here and advocate for no Kamala Harris staff. But I'm using this black man as a proxy for black people. How dare you? How dare white Hispanics, you spit in a black man's face and you are a lawmaker. And you said that you refused to talk to Kamala Harris's black staff member because of something he accurately questioned 12 years ago about why were illegals all on MSNBC bragging about their illegality and wanted to know, how is it that the enforcement arm of immigration sees the illegals that brag about being illegals on TV and they don't arrest them? I love you back, beloved. Family all over the world. I've had, in my last webinar that I did, by the way, you can get the replay of your royal bloodline on my website at onpurposewithvicki.com. For those that ask, it's only going to be there a limited time. For those of you, part 1 and part 2 is available. So if you missed part 1, I've made for a limited time part 1 and part 2 available, the replay. Life-changing, miracles follow. It just is what it is. The last webinar I did, 14 nations, including the United States, showed up. Not 7, not 9, not 10, like I originally thought. My administrator, my online administrator, updated me and she said, including the United States, Vicki, we had 14 countries. 14 countries registered for my event. Why am I bringing that up? Me telling you all the truth about Black folks being respected and us getting justice has everything to do with Hispanic people, Latino people, which I would call brown people, yellow people, white people, red people. I'm a true woman of the world. The rest of the world should not, dare not, must not expect justice and harmony and peace unless their mothers and fathers get it. Why, Vicki? Because unlike anybody else on the planet, nobody has been waiting for 500 years. Nobody has been not only been waiting for 500 years, it really has been thousands of years since we've been under y'all's, the white supremacists' hellish rule. But the last 500 years has been the most intense. Nobody has been waiting for longer than we have. Nobody has experienced the intense amount of injustice and oppression and torture that we have for longer than us. And we're still experiencing oppression, and we still have yet to receive justice. You all better go take a seat and sit your funny looking self down. Who among us, to my Hispanic children, to my brown children, to my yellow children, to my white children, to all people of the earth, who among us wouldn't say that we should be first? You know, it was not the Caucasian European that built America. You know, it was our Black blood that continues to run through the streets of this country, and that's responsible for this creation of the America where you rush to, you abandon your shanty towns and cities and countries, you abandon them to come to a place to where we built, and you dishonor us. Who do you think you are? You, under no circumstance, should dare, my grandmother would say, you smelling yourself. That means you're rising up in arrogance. ZZ Abbas said, I stand with you, sister love, from Germany, #Nigeria. I know that's right. I had people from Germany and Nigeria attend my event. I brought up the fact that all of these countries attended my last events by the hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds, because I'm trying to get you all to understand that there is a desire and a need for what I teach. And other nations know, and they feel my energy. They know that the rest of the world cannot be properly corrected. The rest of the world cannot rise up if you don't honor and respect those of us that are the most disenfranchised, the most disrespected, the most undone. I want to know, you Hispanic folk, how you feel comfortable sitting up there acting like somebody owe you an apology, and you slopping all over the thing, the gates and the fence that you jumping over. You're entering the black bloody land, and you gonna come over here and disrespect us? And shame on you, old dead black civil rights leaders. This is what we're talking about when we say we don't have no real allies. You said that you're not gonna meet with this black man because he rightly said the illegals was on TV flaunting their illegality, and he wanted to know, why is it that ICE didn't know where to pick them up from, and they on MSNBC? Who do you think you're talking to? Y'all got some kind of nerve. You better not dare turn your mouth against those of us that were crucified for you to vote, and you're not even a citizen. Everybody hit that thumbs up button and share, share, share. Listen to this. Everybody changes Carrera, this Hispanic Representative Lou Carrera out of California. See, y'all said that the liberal Democrats out in California, who are the most authoritarian, because y'all the ones that's imposing some of the worst mandates ever, he coming up out of California with his arrogant self. Do you all think he would say this to Mitch McConnell? How many white Hispanic lawmakers do you know refuse to meet with the Republicans if the Republicans are willing to at least negotiate some kind of policy? Look at his funny looking self. He says, everybody changes. I think Mr. Simmons, like we all change our predisposition, our perspectives on issues. And you know what? I think actions speak louder than words, Carrera also said. You don't even make no sense, fool. This America, Jack. Are you so unfamiliar with the Vicki show? I was inspired by the great, now deceased Dr. Khaled when I said, talk black to me. Baby, we speak black in this country. Black justice. You as a Hispanic ought to be for black justice. You as a red person, so-called white person, yellow person, you ought to be for black justice. You better talk black to me. Now, this is what pissed me off about Jamal Simmons with his juicy self. I know y'all like, Vicki, I thought you was defending this man, Jamal. I was. I'm defending black people because they're treating Jamal Simmons, who works for Kamala's staff, they're treating him as a proxy for black folks. Because see, you all that's coming from these other countries, y'all smelling yourself, but I'm your mama. I'm going to get you together. This ain't no Al Sharpton over here. This ain't your Aunt Jemima Hill. And your Lomina Joy Reid. And your Donna Lemonade. Look what Jamal, what date does this say now? I showed you his tweet from 2010, right? 12 years ago, almost. What's the date of this tweet? January 7th, right? He just said this, 2022. Look how he responded. Jamal. Like a broken political bussy. Like a broken bussy, Jamal apologized. That's right, Sherelle. Don't let me pull out no joyless. Look what Jamal tweeted to the Hispanic community. Everybody hit that thumbs up button. Watch this. Here go Jamal. As a pundit, I tweeted and spoke a lot. At times, I've been sarcastic, unclear, or plainly missed the mark. I apologize for offending people who care as much as I do about making America the best, multi-ethnic, diverse democracy. I'll rep the Biden administration with humility, sincerity, and respect. What fool? I tweeted Jamal's funny looking self. Y'all know I did. I tweeted Jamal's funny looking self as I was preparing for the show. And I had to be kind because I had to focus on what I was going to say today because I was so upset when I read his funny looking response. I said, Jamal, this is what I tweeted him. And y'all need to tweet Jamal Simmons. Here's the context of the tweet, the thread. So under his apology, y'all see what I tweeted? I said, Jamal Simmons, hush your mouth. I said, you look weak. I said, you should be talking to us about our needs. Has Kamala or Joe Biden or any of them apologized to us for doing nothing for us? But they sit up here apologizing to folks who's a lawmaker. I thought lawmakers believe in law-abiding folks. You got lawmakers that's sitting here advocating for white Hispanics to come over here and violate the law. Somebody ought to get that white Hispanic lawmaker, Lou Carrera, in trouble and request that he get out of Congress. Let me calm down and stop screaming. I told him to shut up, but I said hush. Y'all know I got to play these, you know. I got to go in and out from the dictionary to the dictionary. Because y'all know the more high profile we get and stuff, the more they want to try to shut down your stuff when they make you feel it when you hurt their little feelings. Then this would pick me out. Watch this. Y'all gonna be like, well, why did this upset you? Let me tell you why this upset me. This Hispanic lady, Erica Andiola. Y'all pull her funny looking self up on Twitter. I screenshot the picture because y'all just never know what y'all know the moment. Sometimes I done went live to do shows. And when the people see I'm doing the show, they'll delete stuff or they'll block me or something crazy. But I made sure to screenshot this. This woman right here. Y'all screenshot her name. Erica. Now, some of y'all might be like, well, Vicki, what's wrong with her statement? This was wrong. This was wrong. This is what's wrong. She said, this y'all know I had to say something to this lady. Erica Andiola, she's a chief advocacy officer for Racist Texas, Racist Action, RAICEST, however you pronounce that. Homeland Insecurity podcast host. She's a former press secretary for Bernie Sanders in 2016. Okay, that tell you everything you need to know. This Erica Andiola, Andiola, she called herself coming to Jamal's defense. But watch what she said. Look at her, right? So the other minorities, the other minority groups call themselves coming to Jamal's defense. But watch what she said. And this is what I didn't like. She said, Jamal committed to be an ally in his role. He acknowledged that the tweet was hurtful in the way it was written and explained that his intention was not to call for ICE to pick us up, meaning her as a Hispanic lady, because that's our community. She said he acknowledged that the tweet was hurtful in the way it was written and explained that his intention was not for ICE to pick us up. We saying it's okay for them to pick you up. We're saying you need to be advocating for the government, for the police, and for the feds, state, local, and otherwise in America to release all Black people. Funny looking self. He acknowledged that the tweet was hurtful in the way it was written and explained that his intention was not to call for ICE to pick us up, but to understand the legality of how undocumented folks were on TV without possible legal consequences. Doesn't that tell you everything y'all need to know? When illegals, those that do not have status in the United States, those who are not citizens, those who didn't shed blood, they have more advocacy from your Congress than you. They get more benefits than you are, Black family. She went on with another tweet. I went off on her funny looking self. She said, he explained that perhaps his question could have been what lawyer advised these folks to go on TV and tell people that they are undocumented. In 2010, it wasn't as common to see folks on TV telling the world our status. It became normal because our courage and organizing. She's sitting here telling us that her illegal brothers and sisters that got on TV, she called them courageous. We're in alternative worlds, Black family. Y'all can sit up here and act like we got a bunch of allies if you want to. They got Black Congress folks, white Congress folks, and Hispanic Congress folks advocating for their people to break the law. And they punish Black governmental officials if they question why they have the courage, knowing that they violated the law to get here, to blast their illegality and their felony behavior on TV. And y'all sitting here demonizing Black folks, and you got Mark, Lamoise, Lamonte Hill twitching, and Dewey, because Dr. Bill Cosby is no longer in prison. She goes on to say, look what she say. What did she say right here, family? I accept the apology. And before y'all come after me with disappointment and confusion, let me explain why I believe him. Let me do this second tweet live on air for this girl at Erica. Erica, I'm all caps. I'm typing this live. Erica, I'm disgusted that at Jamal Simmons apologized. How dare y'all advocate for the Black? Y'all like, Vicki, what is you doing? I'm doing this live. Another one. I'm not already tweeted it. Y'all need to be doing it too. Advocate for the Black American builders to be free now. Who do these people think they are, y'all? Let me tell y'all something. This Hispanic lady don't even have the right to accept an apology. Did you, Vicki, calm down? Did you hear what I said? I'm about to bust out of this pink bodysuit. I feel my cape about to fly. You don't even get to accept our apology, fool. Who do y'all think? Who do you all think you are? You don't even get to say, I believe him. You don't get to say, I accept his. Fool! We are the children of the slaves who built this country. We are the children of the original black-faced indigenous people whose land y'all came and trampled on. Before y'all come talking to us about California and Texas, this land is our land, was always the black-skinned indigenous person before it turned lighter and brighter. It's disrespectful to even say I believe him. It's disrespectful to say I accept his apology with your arrogant self. Y'all got us all the way messed up. I ain't none of your fake street activists over here. Yes, I love all people. I love you enough to correct your funny looking self and check you. And like Corrine Evans said before she passed so many years ago, that's my maternal grandmother, you're smelling yourself. Everybody hit that thumbs up button, share, share, share. Now, let me calm myself down. Y'all know I show respect to every people group. The greatest respect that I can show for every people group is to first show respect for myself and my people. I'm saying to all the other people groups, why is it that you don't feel stupid advocating for the freedom of all black people who are responsible for the creation of this country and who's disproportionately affected from the oppression and the torture and the terror of these United States of America and other Western countries before you sit up here twitching and twirling and how you even got a job in Congress and felt comfortable using that job that you got in Congress to disrespect black people. And y'all the one that went out there and increased your numbers for racist, funny looking self. Calm my nerves down. And I'm being sweet and kind right now. I'm bringing this up to let y'all know this is what you black bones and biscuits and bootlicks get for putting everybody's interest in front of us. They will spit in your face every time. Joe Biden has put more Hispanic people, more Native people, more everybody else in positions than ever before. He used his executive order for them, but not black people. But how do? They act like that they didn't do nothing for them. And that's what we're trying to tell you Negroes out there that's scared to death to hold the line and refuse to vote for the Democrats. They prove to you by their actions that they only do for people who make extraordinary demands on them. And if you're one of my Hispanic listeners, I think you ought to be checking the Hispanic Caucus. You ought to be checking your community and say, black folks made it possible for us to get here. Black folks built this country. Black folks haven't been repaired. And we got the nerve to sit here and disrespect them like that. Baby, it's a new day. You're going to show some honor around this piece. And I respect people all over the world. But you're going to respect us. Yes, you are. Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances made for purposes such as criticism, comment, reporting, news, and the like. I'm invoking that Copyright Act Family, what is Vicki getting ready to play? What did Joe Biden say in a leaked Zoom call to your old, dead, useless, good for nothing, traitorous, so-called Black legacy civil rights leaders like Reverend Al Sharpton, NAACP and them, Urban League and them? They were all in attendance, among others. What did Joe Biden say a few months ago? I didn't say a few years ago. What did Joe Biden say after he secured the nomination for presidency? He was just waiting a few weeks so that he could take the oath of office in January. What did Joe Biden say again?
This country is doomed. This country is doomed. This country is doomed. This country is doomed.
What's the first reason this country is doomed, Joe Biden?
This country is doomed. It is doomed not just because of African Americans.
Two reasons. It's because of African Americans. For those of you that want to play dumb, like you don't understand how people speak English in America, when you say something, when someone says, I don't feel good, not just because I have a headache, but because my stomach hurts too, that means you don't feel good because of what? Both your head, what? And your stomach. So let's not be dumb, slowness. Let me get some Earls in the chat. So he blames Black folk. Our melanin is why America is doomed.
Country is doomed. It is doomed not just because of African Americans, but because by 2040, this country is going to be minority white European. You hear me? Minority white European.
Joe Biden feels threatened that Black folks, even though our numbers in America is only about approximately 13%, white folks who are the dominant class in America, but not the world, they're worried because the thing that threatens them more than anything is not because Black folks take up arms against white folks. See, white people, y'all do that. You're tripping because the Black man has another weapon, his phallus. That Black melanin can take you out naturally. Black folks don't have to pick up a weapon. Joe Biden is telling you this is their number one concern. What is he going to tell us to do, though? But listen.
White European. You hear me? By 2040, this country is going to be minority white European.
So Joe Biden is scared because white folks' numbers are dwindling. But what else did Joe Biden's little ugly racist comments say a few months ago? What did he say, Vicki?
Hear me? Minority white European.
Listen.
And you guys are going to have to start working more with Hispanics.
You hear that? Just months, a couple of months approximately, before Joe Biden took the oath of office in January, he screamed and pimp slapped your dead legacy civil rights leaders and told them that the country is doomed because of Black folks. It's doomed because white folks, they dying off naturally. I'm paraphrasing. You heard what he said. He said because whites, he said that you're going to be minority European. That's what that means. And then he got the nerve to spit in your face and say, you guys are going to have to work with Hispanics. Do you all get the agenda? So when your sister Vicki keeps playing this more than anybody else, the reason why I keep reminding you that Joe Biden said this just a couple of months before he took the oath of office, which means that this was just about a year or so ago. They're all willing to sell us out for other groups. But you guys keep telling us these are our allies. Black folks, as Black people, we've always believed in, hoped, prayed that other groups would stand with us and fight with us. Family, it hasn't happened. I'm sorry. And I respect the 2 or 3 white people that truly stand with Black folks for real, for real. I really respect those of y'all who stand with black folks for real. Who stand with black folks for real. But when they talk about the murders of Cheney, Schwerner, and Goodman, hold on, let me find that picture. The ones that they said the Ku Klux Klan killed, those 3 civil rights activists in Mississippi in June of 64. Here's the picture I was looking for. They love to push these men that died, that were murdered by the Ku Klux Klan. They keep these images in our face to say these are the people that was fighting for civil rights. Now, let me tell you something. Okay. Family, we don't need to be disrespectful. I'm not going to be disrespectful. I'm just going to be real because we need to keep it real. Let me. Can y'all see their picture? Look at the names on here. Family. We're going to be respectful. We appreciate all of them that truly work for us. These are some of the other flyers that was out here saying, y'all see this headline? Look at the headline. It says, how our brothers, it says, here, how our brothers died for freedom and how we are carrying on the fight in Mississippi. Family, let me tell y'all something. The white folks that stand with black folks and ride with us for real, these are one-offs. I'm sorry, I don't want to see these pictures more than I see the numerous black folks that were crucified. America doesn't make you memorize all the black folks that she killed and murdered and assassinated. But they want to keep this image in front of your face because white folks want you to think that it was a lot of them that was about that life, and it was a lot of them that was against the way they mothers and fathers and aunties and uncles was killing and murdering and torturing us. Thank the 2 or 3 of y'all that do. Thank the 1 or 2 white people that do. But I'm not going to give y'all the credit like y'all in the majority, or it's even a slender percent. Y'all ain't about that life like that. Let's stop playing. This is not about to be the billboard. May all of them rest in peace. Thank you. But this is not about to be our. Y'all not going to rap the civil rights movement like this was the no, and no. No, and no. It wasn't like that. We say thank you for the 2 of y'all. It was about 2 of y'all. I said it was about 2. We're not finna make this the picture we throw around. Y'all love to talk about that one rabbi that walked with Dr. King. Shut up. I don't want to talk about him. The main reason I don't want to talk about these folks as the main heroes is you and your people that created the catastrophe and the chaos in the first place. Now we supposed to be giving out awards for the 1 or 2. I'm sorry. This is what differentiates me. Thank you. I say thank you. That's right. You ought to be doing that. You're supposed to be curing your people. But you're not finna come over here and get awards and stuff. I shouldn't even know Goodman's name or Schwerner's name. But we haven't memorized the black folks, the black men and women that were crucified and hung on a tree. I'm sorry. Your name ain't up there with Fannie Lou's like that. I'm sorry. You not on the same level as Ida B. Wells. I'm sorry. I'm saying thank you. I'm saying keep it up. But you don't get no credit until white supremacy is eliminated. Talk black to me. Are y'all hearing me today? Family, we don't need to disrespect them people, but we not finna let them one or two so they can act like all of their communities that they represent. No, because some of their communities are the main ones that's got you in crazy housing, stealing your money, responsible for slavery, responsible for the miseducation of black folks, and responsible for every other type of oppressive and demonic, torturous means and the undoing of black people. No. I don't want to hear that. I don't even want to hardly know your name. Thank you. Keep it up. Thank you. That's how I do bad customer service people. When I give the people customer service, when I say, let me talk to your supervisor, and they still want to talk to me and talk crazy, I don't argue. I level up. Who's your manager, sweetheart? They not going to do nothing. Kathy? Is that your name, Kathy? I understand that you're the little cashier and stuff, but who's your manager? We're done here. I don't argue. Just give me your manager. Well, they're not going to. Kathy? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No matter what she said, thank you. That's all them two white people that did something for black civil rights. That's all you get. Thank you. We don't get awards and billboards. You don't get special pictures for Black History Month. Where they do that at? Nowhere but with black people in America. You get more when white supremacy is defeated. God, today. Somebody say defeated. And stop playing with us. Y'all know darn well some of the white folks that said they was with us, they were actually agents and accidentally got caught up. Talk black to me. The same ones that Kyle Rittenhouse shot up. Allegedly, one of the white people that he was getting into it with said the N-word. That's that white on white violence stuff. Kyle was looking for some black people to kill, fool. It was an accident he bumped into white people that appeared to be standing with black folk. Y'all play too much. So we don't want to give him credit. I said, say thank you. Say it with me, family. Thank you. And blink hard. And flick your nails. Blink hard when you say it. Raise your voice. When I raise my voice to say thank you, that means this conversation is over. That means so I don't get ghetto and loud. I don't cuss people out. I don't even talk like that. But this is my way to shut it down. Thank you. Thank you. But we're not finna go overboard, fool. Y'all take it too far with the thank yous. Chuck, I'm so glad you stayed with us. Chuck, man, if it weren't for you, black people wouldn't be where we supposed to be. Man, you my brother, Chuck. I see you like across between, I don't know, Malcolm and Huey Newton. So funny. Shut up. Oh, shut up. You done shut up. Shut up. Thank you. I didn't ever think that white people could do that. But you proved to me we really the same. Shut up and come to my raccoon rehab, fool. You are not well. God, today. Somebody say you're not well. I need to detox you. You still getting zaddy shakes. It means, thank you, you Malcolm X. You did one march. And that was for some pictures, dummy. Funny looking self. I just never thought I would see it in my day. But you changed my mind. Shut up. Y'all don't know when to suck up. You got to know when to play it off. When you're trying to do something pro-black, that's when you suck up for a strategic end. Black family, we're in a war. You suck up to white folks when you are acting like an agent for your people to benefit us in righteousness, dummy. When you're trying to extract knowledge and information, that's when you play dumb. That's when you start saying, Becky, what? That's when Becky asks you if you for Black Lives Matter. That's when you play dumb like you not. I done taught y'all, when white folks get y'all caught up on the job and they trying to see where you stand politically, I ain't taught this in a while. Thumbs up, thumbs up. By the way, family, make sure that you register for this Sunday, January 23rd, my underground conversation with me and Brother Rizza Islam. He's giving us an exclusive on this Sunday. You only got a few days to register. Go to my website at onpurposewithvicky.com. That's onpurposewithvicky.com. Today, we're going to tell you everything that you need to know. We believe you need to know. The reason why they're censoring so many of us and trying to silence us, baby, we're getting ready to give you more information and more of what you can do about it and how we can continue to be a global force. Watch this. Funny looking self. Some of you don't understand. I've taught you that when you're on your jobs and you're in corporate America, when Black family, when you're on the job and you're using that job to help your people, you got to play dumb because you're undercover. That's when you have permission to coon a little bit. Stay fly said they hollering too. This is what you got to do. When you're on the corporate jobs and you don't want to be rude because one of them may be your colleague or your boss and you know that they dirty and they all dirty. Don't never feel comfortable. You don't have no friends on the job, Black family, with their oppressor. Because they made you some of their mayo macaroni salad, don't mean you buddies. They invited you one time to golf and you excited because you talking about some, that's your brother from another mother. Shut up. No, dummy. White people take you out to figure out what's in your mind, fool. Every time, no exception. Listen, slowness, I'm giving you strong teaching. Some of y'all done missed this teaching. My day ones know how I get down. I worked in corporate America. I know when you're supposed to raccoon. And there is an appropriate time where you play dumb. You know darn well that you're supporting pro-Black shows like this one. You know that you're giving resources and you know that you're secretly putting your money to the side to build a Black nation. Keep that secret, fool. On the job. Don't come up in there talking about hotel and assalamu alaikum. When they ask you, hey, Jamal, come here, buddy. Come here. What do you think about all these riots and stuff? From and you're like, riots? What do you mean? Well, George Floyd a couple of years ago when the Black people from there where George Floyd, when they were rioting and stuff. What were your thoughts about that? But I mean, like the Black Lives Matter and all that. I mean, what are your thoughts about that? Like, I think they're cool. White folks will tell you they think it's cool just to get you to say something, dummy. Don't ever feel comfortable because they told you they believe in Black Lives Matter. That's a trick, slowness. When white people tell you on the job, I believe in Black Matter, you still play dumb. And y'all know when I'm talking about Black Lives Matter, y'all know darn well I don't believe in the Black Lives Matter organization. I'm talking about the slogan, Black Lives Matter. This is what you do. I'm trying to tell you what to do on the job because you know they snitches. You know white people trying to take your jobs. You know that they don't mean you no good. They trying to find out everything. They trying to tell you how. They don't want you in on the secrets. Stop acting like white folks are not giving you promotion because you're not qualified. They're not giving you promotions because they don't want you to get the benefits, family, of white supremacy. If they can't properly, quote unquote, elevate you without having total surveillance of you, they're not going to do it, family. That's what it's about. So they're asking you, what are your thoughts about all the rioting and Negroes asking for justice? I have taught you all this. Under no circumstance do you tip your hand. You're supposed to say, oh, man, you're supposed to just do that first. Man, whoo. That's what you're supposed to do first. Some of y'all act like you don't know. Some of you that's giving Vicki gifts. Those of you that's registered with flynubianbusiness.com. Those of you that's spending your black dollars, building your business on the side, this is for you. Because you're using the job to fund your dreams. Don't blow it. You know white folks are not going to leave it at that. They're going to keep pressuring you because some of them savvy enough to know, well, they didn't really answer the question. So you're supposed to say, oh, man. I mean, come on, Jamal. I mean, what do you think? I mean, it's looked like it's a lot for you to talk about this, but I mean, I'm just curious. I really want to know what you think, buddy. Because you didn't really say anything when we got from the other day. And I was thinking we were going to just, kind of have a one-on-one. You know what I mean? Like, give me some that, buddy. And you didn't really tell me. So I was just like, well, I need to know what Jamal thinks. Because, the people look like him. And I just want to know, just what are your thoughts? You're supposed to say, I'm just praying about it. Some of you in here saying, well, Vicki, I'm not spiritual or religious. It doesn't matter. That day and in that moment, you are. Doesn't matter if you're not religious. We all believe in prayer. In that moment, as a strategy, you believe in prayer. Chuck, I'm gonna tell you, I'm just in prayer. I'm just in prayer. Well, you're in prayer because it's a lot, or you're in prayer because it's got. Talk to me, buddy. It's got to be hard to see your people like shot up like that, and it's got to be hard seeing like my people always getting off and not held accountable. You know what I'm saying, buddy? Don't you think so? When the white people keep pressuring you, your third phase, family, it's your corporate phase. Your third phase is you're supposed to act like you're having an emotional breakdown and excuse yourself to go to the bathroom. Are you listening? I just gave you the 3 phases. Phase 3. You're supposed to say, Chuck, you're my boy. Chuck, we're here, right? Me and you, we're here. But buddy, I can't even get into it right now. One second. You got to excuse me, buddy. I got to excuse myself. I got to go to the restroom. Would you excuse me? Would you understand? That's your out. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad a century ago told us that the white man is a snooper. These secret agencies came into being. The Karens that's harassing black folks, the ones that's running your homeowner associations, your HOAs, the one that's harassing your children at the schools and universities, the ones that's tripping with you in parking lots of Target, the one that's messing up you having a barbecue, they're snoopers. Suri, the girl on the computer, her nose itself. White people invented that because they snoopers. Suri is a white invention. There have been times I was on the phone or on the computer. I was not talking to that girl and she was talking to me, asking questions. They're the universal snoopers. They will tell you they for Black Lives Matter to get you to feel comfortable to share your heart. You still play dumb and don't tip them off. Remember, phase 1 is what? When they asking you questions about pro-blackness, the first phase is what? What's the first phase? Boy, when the white people won't leave it at that, the second thing you tell them you're doing about all this black anti-blackness is what? You're in prayer. The third phase is you play like you're getting ready to have an emotional breakdown and you excuse yourself to go to the bathroom. Do you understand? That's for those of you. I gotta go. That's for those of you that's for real, using your resources in your job to underwrite the black nation. Now, for you regular old Roland Martin raccoons, this ain't for them. Now, I gotta go. My people told me I gotta get out of here because I got Club Vicki tonight. Thank you so much for that reminder. Y'all thumbs up the video, share. There was so much more I can share, but I gotta go. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do not miss this Sunday, family. And Brother Rizza's got another special event where they're going to be meeting in Washington, D.C. that morning. So there are two big events on Sunday, January 28th. This Sunday, just a few days away. 9 p.m. Eastern that night, I'm getting an exclusive webinar with my brother Rizza Islam. He's going to debrief us on his global address that he, along with other world shakers, are making at the Lincoln Memorial. 10 o'clock that morning, he wants you all to meet them because he's getting ready to give a global address about the global plague. Him and a whole bunch of other folks. I want you to be at both places, but get your seat for our offline conversation so that we're not censored, family. We're coming with solutions and information so that we can continue to grow in power because we're making a difference around the world. The world is taking our lead. But the book of James says to resist the devil and he'll flee. If you're not resisting, the devil is not going to flee. We're going to give you important information, facts. Go to onpurposewithvicki.com. Make sure that you thumbs up the video, like, and share. I can't wait to see you tonight, Club Vicki family. Mwah. I'm your sister with the curly braids. I bow to you. You are my bliss.